What up with everybody? It's your boy MC Inspires Black Superman, Mr. Health and Wealth, and I'm here to tell you this week is don't give up your strength. I say that because it reminds me of a story of Samson and Delilah. If you've never heard this story before, it can be found in Judges chapter 16. Most of us, that's like Bible 101, like number 5, the story of Samson and Delilah. And if you haven't read it before, you haven't heard it before, I'm going to do a quick paraphrase version of it. Pretty much there was a man named Samson. He was given great strength by God. Great strength where he was able to defeat powerful enemies and just knocking out people one by one, right? Now what happened was he fell in love with a woman named Delilah. Now Delilah was actually a Philistine, which was actually the haters or the away team or the team that they didn't like or the rival team of his home country. And Delilah fell in love with Samson. Samson fell in love with Delilah. And one day some of the higher up guys came to Delilah and they said, Delilah, find out what Samson's strength is so we can capture him and make a fool of him. So Delilah goes to Samson and says, Samson, what is your strength? And she tells him some crazy story about tying him up in like fishnets and stuff like that. So of course, when he goes to sleep, she tries to tie him up in fishnets and she goes, the Philistines are upon you. And of course, Samson wakes up like, hey, what y'all talking about? And then breaks the fishnets, beats everybody up, and then they run away. Delilah's like, oh my God, you made a fool of me. How could you? And Samson's like, all right, I love you. I'll tell you. So then he says, if you take ropes that never been used before and they tie me up, then my strength will leave me. So of course, Delilah puts your boy to sleep, ties him up in the fresh rope. The higher priest come and tie him up in the fresh ropes. And then she goes, oh my God, you. So Samson's like, oh my God, like I'm going through this again. So of course he breaks from the ropes, beats everybody up, and everybody runs away. And Delilah's like, oh my God, you played me, like you lied to me. And Sam's like, all right. So she kept doing this over and over and over and over and over again. Till finally he was like, will you stop nagging me, woman? My strength is actually in my hair. Nobody's actually ever shaved my head. So of course, Delilah puts your boy to sleep. Call the Philistines in, the high priest and all the other guys. They shave his head. And then she goes, oh my God, Philistines upon you. And then Samson's like, oh my God, we got to go through this again. But as he's trying to break away from the ropes and stuff, he realizes his strength has actually left him because he told her the absolute truth. He gave her the one power that God gave him that no man and no woman should be able to take away from him was his strength. And he told her how to take his strength away. So of course he was tied up. He was made a fool of in the temple. And he's tied up and he's like, God, just give me my last bit of strength so I can take down these evil Philistines that have tied me up and made a fool of me and made a fool of you. So what God did was he allowed Samson to have his strength. Samson was able to knock down these pillars. The temple come down. He was able to kill more men than he's ever killed before, but he was actually died in the process as well. With that being said, man, what's the moral of this story is that you, remember, you have a special strength. You have a special gift. You have a special talent. It doesn't always have to be muscle. Sometimes it can be your brain. It can be your heart. It can be your will to serve. It can be whatever it may be, a special gift, a special talent. It's a special strength that God has given you. And I'm just asking you not to give it up. Very recently, I was having a conversation with my best friend, and I was just having a hard day. I was having a hard moment, and he had to remind me of what I was good at, of the strength that I had, the strength that I needed to not only persevere and fight for myself, but fight for my son. I have a legacy that I'm building on. I have a foundation that I'm building now for him, for my family, for the years and years and years I put into motivational speaking and preaching and teaching and talking about finances. And he had to remind me that I have a special strength from God. It is my voice. It is my passion. It is my will to serve. It's my overall want to do the hard work and go out and serve others and bring others to Christ. And I had to be reminded what my strength was. I did not want to quit. I did not want to give up, but I was down. And thank you to that man. Thank you for my friends and my family for reminding me what my strength is. And I'm just telling you, no matter what your strength is, no matter what your gift is, do not give up your strength. But you remember that your strength is in God. Your ultimate strength, everything that you do comes from Christ. So I'm hoping that story inspires you. I'm hoping this message inspires you. Again, go out, be phenomenal, get better at being yourself, and in everything you do, always lead with love, because there's somebody that's watching your story and you cannot give up. You cannot quit. And I'm telling you to remember that. You go out there, you be phenomenal, you lead with love, you eat better, you say better, you live better. And I'm just telling you guys, be phenomenal. That's my message for today. MC Inspires Black Superman, and I am out. Be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell on my YouTube channel.